and beautiful people! Are you thriving? Are you surviving? What's happening your side of the world? Welcome to Awakening with Professor Ez's podcast. In this podcast, we will start to dive in much deeper into the strategies, the energy tools, and practical solutions with a fun, dynamic energy. And I am Professor S, aka Jack Sodia. I am a healer, mentor, coach, awakening facilitator, and also a Reiki practitioner. Okay, beautiful people, let's get on with today's episode. Grand rising, beautiful people. Yes, this is your boy Professor S in house and
the Soul Designer.
All right, bro, what are we doing today?
Today we've got a very special topic. We are talking about how to unleash your confidence.
And how did we get to this topic for today?
We got to it. Well, I just went through something that I needed a bit of confidence, and
all right,
I realized that it would be a good topic for the podcast, as there are many people in my situation that can or could relate.
Can or will?
Will.
Okay.
Changing the language.
Change the language in confidence. When you think about confidence, what does it truly mean? It means being competent in the same thing you say again and again.
Yeah.
So if I said to you now, all right, are you confident in brushing your teeth?
Yeah.
How do you know you're confident?
Because of the repetition that I've done it decades and decades.
Okay, it's the same thing with our language, same thing with our routines, our monthly habits, daily habits, and also the thing that we have to be confident is a self-talk.
Yeah.
So if I said to you right now, bro, all right, tell me a thing that you're so confident in besides brushing your teeth that you know hand and heart, you know what? I'm so confident. I got this.
I'm confident with my creativeness. I know that I can create great looking art pieces and template, and anything that I do, I always infuse a lot of color, a lot of creativity in it.
Mm-hmm. All right. And when you first started, how did you build that confidence in that creativeness?
I just went for it. And even though my nerves were on a high, I was doing something that I had never done before. For example, the first logo I ever made, I had no idea what I was doing. I just had the opportunity and I took it. And my heart was thumping throughout the entire process of it. And I was like, can I deliver? Can I give the client what they want and for them to be happy with it? And then I went above and beyond to try to give multiple designs and cater to the client as much as I could. It all went out well for me. And then after that, I just built on that, just with repetition. I just kept at it. And after every design, I just felt more and more confident.
Okay. So when I'm listening to the story, I hear that you just did it anyway, even though the fear was there.
Yeah. One thing that I love about myself is, even though the fear is there, if I know that the action needs to be taken, I'll do it, even if I'm nervous. I'll never say no to an opportunity.
That's true. You know, I've actually seen, I've seen go into his fears and just do it anyway. I've literally seen it. So for me, it's a quite privilege to actually see it.
Yeah, even during those moments, my mind's like, this don't sound right. I'm unsure. How would it go? But then the other half of my brain is like, forget all that. Just go for it. Just trust it. Take the opportunity. That's pretty much just what I've always done. That's how I got to this point. I just took every opportunity that came.
You know what? It's interesting. So for me, when I was younger, I used to be really shy. Didn't have this charisma that you seek of me right now, and this charm and this confidence that is because the challenge I have is that everyone sees me as confident, and no one actually knows the reason why I'm this confident. And the reason why I'm confident is because I really worked on who I am. And if you do the same, literally work on who you are, build those grand rising practices. When I say practices, I mean take that self-care and self-love so seriously, like your life depends on it. And I'll guarantee you right now, your life will transform in a way that you could least expect it. For someone who been told that you're worthless through family members to now feeling my own self-worth is a huge transformation. And for me, when I'm really connecting with my energy of confidence, it comes from because it's beyond me.
Yeah.
Like, remember that we recorded my story.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you heard my story?
It feels like I'm getting to know the person behind the Professor S avatar. Like I'm getting to know Chet and his journey, and parts of it felt really relatable to me. Where you have that one activity that you do over and over again because that's the only way you can release, and the only thing that brings you happiness.
Exactly. And then I knew from a young age that I needed repetition. Everything I've done in my life required me repetition, whether it's me studying for like GCSEs or high school, wherever you are in the world to relate to this, or even where I'm doing the spiritual task, whether it's writing for job applications, I need repetition. And we all need repetition in building that confidence. That's why I said confidence equals competence. When you're more competent in doing the same thing again and again and again.
Yeah.
But I can even say you're confident in your drama. You're confident in your being a victim.
Yeah.
How confident are you to being a victim? Playing the
Yeah.
victim.
Huh?
How confident are you to play the victim right now? If I said to you now, all right, give me a story of you being a victim right now.
Yeah, I can think of many.
Exactly. How confident are you to say it?
Yeah, quite confident.
Exactly. Can
Yeah.
you see? Confidence is always around us.
Yeah.
But where the confidence we want to go and really thrive is in more of a higher vibration. Because confidence we have is within us. And how we really fine tune it is to really go within us and ask those quality questions. The quality question I would be asking myself and everyone who's watching this and listening to this is, who do I need to become in order to be more confident in what I do? Or another question is, how do I turn up confidently in my job role, in my space, so I can serve?
Yeah.
So imagine now I come on here and be like, oh, I don't have no confidence. Grand Rising people, welcome. This is the podcast with Professor S and Sukhdev and Soul Designer. Do you think anyone wants to hear that?
No, people don't generally like hearing that.
Why? Why do you not want to hear that?
Because they probably get that draw in their life multiple times, and then if they're choosing to take the time out to listen to something or to watch something, that's probably not the type of energy they want to bring back into their life.
But do you just hear what you just said?
Yeah.
The energy and time.
Yeah.
You want to spend your time and energy to around people who are confident.
Yeah.
But not arrogant.
Yes. Yeah. That's
so confidence sometimes does lead into arrogance, but if you base your confidence in a space of serenity and you surrender in your confidence, then it becomes a whole different ball game. And I recently went to an event where I met Gabby Bernstein, and she's like a healer, and she's a coach. And sitting on the fourth row was absolutely amazing. Do you know, like, if you go to someone like a Tony Robbins event, do you know how much it costs you to sit at the front seat?
How much?
At least $1 million. And it got me thinking, all right, I've just seen Gabby for, even though I didn't pay that much, I was in the fourth seat. What do you think that equates to in terms of the value I got?
Yeah, it shows where priorities are as a healer, just in order to make it affordable to everyone. Because if you spent £100 just to get on near the front row, then that's great value.
And I had such confidence in it that I was in the fourth row. So that's why the first row, they always call it the millionaire row. Yeah. So whenever you go into an event, you always want the first row.
Yeah.
And you act like you paid $1 million. Because when that message hits you, who does it hit first?
It hits you. The first row is the first people to receive the message.
So when you go into events, I see people say, oh, let's sit at the back, so they don't be seen and be acknowledged.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm typically the sit in the middle rows type of guy.
I'm the one who wants to sit as close to the front.
Yeah.
And what happened was, I was in a queue and I met these two amazing ladies, and they were that I was talking to them. One was like into the healing, one was a Reiki healer, and the other one, she's a writer. And when I was connecting with them, I said, let's get to the middle. We was in the middle row, within the middle of the fourth row. So I literally got centre point.
Yeah.
I could just really resonate. And you think about what the fourth row is. The first line is a millionaire row. Then you've got the 750, 500,000, 250,000.
Yeah.
I was in the 250,000 row.
Mm.
What do you think the nuggets of energy I was getting?
Worth 250,000.
Exactly. Because I knew that I was confident that the money that I spent, I would get back tenfold.
Yeah.
I got 250,000 worth of content and energy.
Mm. Yeah.
Do you know how crazy that is?
Yeah, that sounds crazy. How was the event as well, by the way?
Event was absolutely amazing. Gabby, she really fine-tuned of how to be confident in yourself. And it gave me even more confidence to be showing up on social media, showing up in who I am. And like literally this whole month, I've been going live practically every day. Like I've been live like it's my first ever time, and I'm treating it with the utmost respect. But I set the intention to be a servant mentality, to serve with a purpose.
Yeah.
And you've seen my lives. What do you think of them?
Yeah, they're always such a great vibe, and I think it's kind of ingrained as part of my day as well now. Because when I turn over and I see you live, I'll hit it, and then it's kind of like a wake up thing for me. Because you have the Gayatri Mantra, which is the Hindu prayer, and then I'm singing along with it, and then it would like gently wakes me up rather than just the harshness of an alarm clock.
That's what I mean. It's asking us to really wake up into the truest version of who we are. And I always thought to myself, all right, sometimes, do you find me confident when I'm on screen?
Yeah, very.
Do you know the funny thing is with me? Sometimes I don't think I'm confident. I think I'm just faffing.
Yeah, but you're confident within your faffing. You're faffing with such confidence that no one, at least I, don't realize it's faffing.
And I think the reason why you probably don't realize it is because I probably put myself in a higher pedestal of being the complete version to show up for any of my clients, friends, family. The way I look at it is anyone that connects with me, I want them to feel confident. Anything I say holds high value. Does that make sense, bro?
Yeah.
You're so funny, bro. Honestly, you're so jokes.
It's been a long day.
It has been a long day. And coming back now, ladies and gentlemen, think about your confidence. Right, I would urge anyone to go on live. Go on live. And that's, oh my God, that's another thing that came to. So I put a proposition to my team with the College of Ascension that they need to be live with me.
Yeah, I just remembered that.
Yes. How do you feel going live?
I feel nervous, but as everything, even though I'm nervous, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up in the way I know how, and I'm just gonna try my best. But that's all I can ask of myself.
Okay, but what part of you says I'm gonna show up anyway? What's leading you to that level of confidence? Like,
I know it's a growth thing. That if I embrace it now, it's just gonna be easier for me to do it in the long run, rather than putting it off and trying to do it any other day. Because if I put it off, I know every time something like this comes, I'm gonna be just put off and say, all right, I'll do it later. You can't ever truly be ready for these type of things. You just have to go for it. And whatever happens, happens.
All right. So, bro, what's the title of this podcast?
How to unleash your confidence.
Okay. So, if you could give someone, me and you will give tips right now. So, if you think of one thing right now that the viewers right now need to build that confidence, to unleash that confidence, what would that be?
I would say embrace the nervousness. Because we're always going to be nervous. And sometimes when we give in to that nervous, we delay our greatness. Take the action even if you're nervous. Nervous action is better than no action. Or delayed action. That.
Nervous action is better than no action. Okay. So my tip now would be to ground yourself. Literally just go on the floor and just lie down on the floor and just say to yourself, I am grounded, I am confident. I am grounded and confident. When you actually sit on the floor, you're really just basically sitting with Mother Earth. You're basically connecting with her energy and her base. And that, what internally will do, will ground you. So the nervousness that you're going to take in your action, your nerve is always going to be there because we're human. And that's okay. But did you know that nervousness and excitement are the same energy?
Yeah. You told me that. And I can see it. It feels similar.
Yeah, similar energies. It's what you hold it as.
Yeah.
So now, in order to shift that, because think about it now. So someone who's really confident, would they get nervous about, coming on screen?
No.
Because why? They've done it again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
So it's about repetition. So ideally, when you're building your confidence, you need to ground yourself and really set the intention. All right, my intention is I'm going to be the best version of myself with the most confident version of me. And when I do, I'm going to serve with my heart's content.
Yeah.
So do you see that level? It's not about you anymore. It's about who's going to receive your energy.
Yeah.
So whether it's your job, whether it's your friends, your family, if you're a mother, if you're an entrepreneur, when you go from that attitude of servant mentality, what happens is your ego gets left at the door.
Yeah.
So you're not feeling trapped in your ego. Oh, I don't know. I don't think. And all the mothers who are on there, when their child says, I want this, and you're like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to find a way. Correct?
Yeah.
It's the same philosophy.
Mm.
But what happens is we don't take that same energy into it because it's all about ourselves. But when there's someone outside of us, it's easier because it's for a greater purpose.
Yeah.
So when I really connect with it, start writing down why you need to be confident.
Yeah.
Write down why you need to be confident. Write 5 things that's coming to you. Why you need to turn up for your business, for your job, even for your family. Why is it that you need to be confident in your words, your wisdom, and how you're framing it?
What about also writing out what the audience is already confident in?
Yeah. All right. All right. So explain a bit more on that. When you say write for audience go on.
So alongside writing what they want to be confident in, they could also write what they are already confident in. So it can also boost that internal belief system. Like, all right, these things are the things that I want to be confident in, but look at the things that I'm also confident in that I can do well, that are my skill sets.
That's actually a good point, because if you can list all the things that you're confident in, it gives you that boost that you need to be, all right, I've done this, I can do more.
Yeah.
And when you have that, I'm plenty confident in what I have, and more confidence will attract it.
Yeah. Also comes from a space of gratitude as well, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what? It's actually a good point, because that gratitude then creates a new space of, you know what, I've got this safety, security, and stability in who you are. How are you getting all the word stability?
It's we're getting there.
All right, explain the audience why you're getting there.
I've acknowledged that I see stability and stagnant in the same light. And for the people who have not heard the previous episode of the podcast, it was based on something that I said while we were out for lunch, which is that I don't want stability because I see it the same as stagnation. And I've realized that I've been seeing both the things are the same, and I've been separating the two because I know that stability is something that I want. Stability is needed before you can make the leap up to the next stage.
Yeah.
You need to be stable where you are before you can move on.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's interesting. You've come a long way with that now. That was over that 3 weeks ago?
I think that was, Was it?
Yeah.
Man, time flies.
I know. Especially in this realm.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do right now, I want you to really focus on the gratitude of your confidence that you do have already, and write why you need to be confident in your next phase. Well, how is the universe asking you to turn up? Why you need to turn up? Because you're not come on this realm just so you can play it safe. You come on here to fulfill your human needs as well as your spiritual needs. Because remember, you're all spiritual already. You're just having a human journey.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, feel free to really connect with us on our social medias and really just be part of the story. Join in. If you want to do a live with me and the Soul Designer, say I want to do a live with you. If you're scared to do one, don't worry, we'll hold your hand.
Yeah.
If you're in person, I'll physically hold your hand. If not, I'll spiritually hold your hand. Because I truly understand what it means to be a leader. And I lead very well. Actually, you know what? There's something that came to me.
Yeah.
So today, not today. So yesterday I had a meeting with my manager.
Yeah.
And she said to me, goes, Chair, I'm happy to support you in any shape or form.
Mm.
And the thing, when she said that, I was like, okay, that's good. That's good. Then the thing she didn't expect me to say is, I said to my manager, if you need me to listen, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
And my manager said, you know what? That means so much to me. And my manager had a bereavement in her family and she still needs to process it. I said to her, look, I help a lot of people with bereavements, and if you need me to just listen and you can speak your truth, then I'm here for you.
Yeah. Because you know what? A lot of people say that I'm there for you. But not many, I find, mean it genuinely. And when you can feel that genuineness, it kind of hits you in the feels and the emotion, like, oh shit, this person, he's here for me. He means that. I can talk to him.
Yeah, exactly. And then when I heard that, it just gave my heart a different feel. Even saying that to my manager, because everyone expects their manager to be all knowing, all loving, all wise, like holding it, and ultimately they're human. They need help as well.
Yeah.
And because I literally saw it, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna serve her. She needs me. As much as there for me and all that, it's great, but it's nicer when you can give an equal proportion. Not your people pleasing people, not people pleasing. We do it with a servant where you just feel so wholeheartedly that you're not looking for the exchange. You're giving it in such wholeheartedness now. You're like, oh wow, and that carries such an amazing weight on your soul that you're ready to serve the next person without expectation.
Yeah. I do like that mindset where you just give without the expectations.
You do that well.
Yeah, I don't ever stop to think like, what can I get from this person? What's their intention behind asking me for help? Will they be there for me? If someone needs help, I'm there.
True, but the challenge you have is that you don't receive the same level that you give.
Yeah, but that's point. But when I'm doing it, I don't expect it. I just don't have anything running in my mind. I'm like, this person needs help. I'm available. What do you need me to do? That's it.
All right. No, that's fair, dudes. But I'll say with your energy, you just need to just pull on more of the receiving.
Yeah.
That's the challenge with you. You need more receiving. So, ladies and gentlemen, part of being confident is, all right, are you confident enough to receive someone paying for you? Or do you feel like, no, oh, you don't need to. Oh my God, no, why you? No. Because why? Because you think you owe the person the money back because they paid you.
Yeah. I used to be in that.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more. I'm more open to receiving now. I guess I just need to be a little bit more.
Yeah. So for me, I love receiving because I deserve it. I know I deserve it because my presence alone is enough to shift someone's energy. So when someone treats me to a coffee or a lunch or whatever, I know I deserve it. And that's the confidence in me to just knowing that.
Yeah.
That's why you see me as this happy-go-lucky type of vibe. It's because I really worked on that side of me confidently, in the sense where, you know what, if I'm going to turn up for people and if I'm going to give that emotional stability for people, why don't I get rewarded with a couple of coffees, free this, free that? And, you know, because the universe wants you to be abundant. Yeah, I'm abundant. I'm abundant in emotions. We all are.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we shall catch you on the next episode. And ladies and gentlemen, type in the chat box of how confident you feel after listening to this and what you're going to do next. And tag us in your social medias so we can become your accountability.
Yes.
If you're really intrigued of working with us, become a supercharged Spartan, where you become a Spartan in your mindset in all areas of your life. Okay, this is Professor S signing off, and
the Soul Designer.
And we'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you for joining myself and Sukhdev on the podcast. It's been absolutely our pleasure to really serve your souls and really give you the insights of how you can cultivate more fun, dynamic energy and receive things with ease and grace. Also, please leave a review down below on Trustpilot of how you felt with it, and your words of wisdom will help another soul with creating more love and wisdom. And also, if you're looking to gain more clarity, blast through your limiting beliefs, book a session with myself where we dive in much deeper in terms of the energy tools, the mindset and the strategies to really live your best life and really cultivate who you truly meant to become. This is Professor signing off. Keep rising your greatness, keep aligning your highest, and let's go smash it. Come on, son!